Hello and welcome back. This is Aya. Today's video is inspired by this gift I got when I placed my order from Altanu System Company. When I saw this color by number technique, I was really inspired to try it. It says it's suggested to use with their acrylic markers, and on the back it has all the colored images, which I really like. It feels like an abstract coloring technique, and what makes it stand out is the strong difference in color shades and also that it is blending free coloring. So forget about blending. It's all about clear transitions between different shades of one color, no gradual blending, just bold lines that add color and define shadows and highlights. I would say use three markers, a light, a medium, and a dark. If you have a big marker collection, you can add a fourth or even a fifth color to create more variation, especially if you are working on a larger image. For this technique, I will be using Woomer acrylic markers. They kindly sent these to me. You can find them on Amazon, link down below. They carry a lot of art supplies. I love the storage box for these markers. It comes with 72 markers, and each one has a number and a letter on top, like R for red. There are no color names, just instructions to shake the marker. The color range is amazing, and the storage is really well designed, especially the clasps that hold the trays together. Each marker has its own slot, so they do not move around. So 10 out of 10 for storage. Here is the back of the box. It shows all the colors and numbers. I reorganized them by color families. First, yellow shades, even though one looks brown, but still labeled as yellow. Then the fluorescents and gray. Then greens, blues, and reds. They even labeled purple under red. So I didn't like the labeling system or the naming for the colors. And lastly, I grouped the remaining reds with white, black, and gray. Now let's swatch them and see all the colors. Next, let's look at the coloring technique. I thought I was filming the leaves, but unfortunately I wasn't. But I will explain using the flower because it's the same idea. I picked one of the styles from the color by number sheet where each petal has a different shade. There is also another style where each petal has three shades of the same color. I chose three shades of pink and colored each petal differently. So one flower has petals in different pink tones. For the center, I used different shades of yellow. I also swatched the acrylic markers on black watercolor paper, and of course, they look fantastic. Now, back to the coloring techniques. This flower has graded shades with each petal. I picked orange or yellow shades. As you can see, there is a high contrast between them, which gives a unique abstract look. Just note if you see your marker has two colors, that means the ink has separated. Just shake it well to mix it again. Here is another flower where I started with a dark pink and moved toward lighter shades. Just follow the shape from top to bottom or left to right. I really love the leaves. The high contrast looks so beautiful. Here I tried coloring not only the flowers but also this birdhouse. However, all my blue shades turned out to be too dark. Last but not least, I wanted to draw with them and see how much I could layer colors. Honestly, I wasn't sure what I was painting. It was supposed to be a sunset with trees and shadow, but I messed up some colors and proportions. Still, I managed to pull it together in the end. I think acrylic markers are very versatile medium. They can do so much more. I need to experiment with them alongside other mediums. Sometimes things really shine when they are combined with the right partner or medium in this case. So wait for me for some mixed media techniques using acrylic markers. And thanks to Woomer for sending me these. Stay tuned for next week because I will be reviewing their watercolor set. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.